Mr. Tech. And that's the significance. Number 3, this is Lass from Baskerville Moor. No, I kid. This is Bob from Bingham Farms, Michigan, I guess that is. What fell over here? Eric putting my lamp on the floor. Good day, Dennis, from the Motor City and the great WDTK. Thank you to my affiliate there. Just finished a new Fruitful Hours on your sponsor Yahoo search, which led me to an SNL sketch called the George F. Will Sports Machine. I think I remember that. I vaguely remember that. Carvey came up over the weekend, by the way. God, we had a good time. We laughed and howled and cried. No, we didn't cry, but God, he's funny, telling me Lovett stories. I haven't seen John in a while, but he saw him. And Carvey's the funniest cat on the planet. We went to dinner down at a place called Lucky's up here. It's a steakhouse, very popular restaurant in Santa Barbara. And next to us sat down the great Roger Corman, who just won an honorary Oscar. And, you know, I'm a huge fan of. I have every B science fiction film from the 60s and 50s, including his magnum opus, Attack of the Crab Monsters. And the crab monsters eventually done in by the kerosene soap monster. Wasn't that what you did with crabs? Remember when kids used to, oh, Eric, you're such a Christian. You never had a kid in your Christian school who got the crabs?
No.
Okay, well, I think there was some soap they had to use that was made out of kerosene or something. Is that a venereal disease? I don't know. If my venereal disease wisdom doesn't disappoint. Anyway, the George F. Will Sports Machine, starring Mike Schmidt, Tommy Lasorda, John Lovitz, and the interstitially talented, I don't know if that's right. That means connective tissue, talented Dana Carvey. Dennis, have you seen it? I just copped up half my lung, my left lung. I remember being there. And I remember saying to Carvey on the weekend that we happened to be standing on the floor together talking, and Saturday Night Live rims this ground floor, and then there's a balcony that rims it, and the sketches are laid out in a semicircle around the bottom of the ground floor. And Carvey was telling me that he was very smart, man, we were talking about the fact that the night Farley destroyed with Patrick Swayze doing the out-of-shape Chippendales guy, we happened to be standing right next to that, talking about something else and looking up, thinking, oh my God, this is chaos. And indeed, it turns out to be one of the seminal moments in Saturday Night Live lore. But Carvey said, imagine how that would have killed up in one in the center. And I said, what do you mean? He's, oh, whenever I got into sketches on Wednesday night, I'd always go late Wednesday night, early Thursday morning, and I'd talk up the stage designers. And I said, you're kidding me. And he said, no, I'd say, hey, this sketch out here at, like, let's think of it as high noon, is up in the center. And he said, this thing out here at 9:45, can you move that into the center? This is what a genius Carvey is. And they'd say, well, you've got an entrance there that prohibits you from entering over here. You have to enter, or from the center you couldn't make the entrance. And he says, I'll eliminate the entrance and I'll write something to cover that verbally. Have me standing there to start. Just give me the center position. Thus, the best guy in the history of Saturday Night Live, right there. He was a genius, man. And I said, why was that, Carvey? He said, I knew certain things would play out front, but I knew if people had to be looking over my shoulder, they wouldn't be able to see the faces. And if a bit was predicated on some sort of facial thing, I'd move it out front, or try to. Genius. He's a genius. So I can't remember that exact sketch, but I do know that Carvey, a wizard. Enjoy these samples of the Bathrobe Sessions, a weekly video available only to members of the DMZ, the Dennis Miller Zone, on DennisMillerRadio.com.